Good morning. Today is September 20th, 2024. And yesterday, after making all-time highs on this Z contract, we balanced here above the break, and spend most of the session rotating in balance, and then we pull back a little bit. We close right at the point of control. And if you look at this, after the close, all the overnight action happened below the close. We still haven't retested the 57.78, which is the settlement. So inventory correction puts us right at the point of control, which I'm thinking that we're gonna at least tag it today. We're opening just right below value area low from yesterday. And remember, the rule is if we open below value, come back inside value and accept prices, meaning we put volume and we spend some time at value area, then the rule is that we test the other side of value. The other side of value in this case is at 57.86. So that means, that would be a trade to look for today. Accepting above 68, move into the 57.86 and a half. And then after that, we don't have much references. We have this little bit of a high volume node at 57.94, and then yesterday's high, and then there's nothing there. So I'm using pivot points to look for targets. I have one at 58.22 and another one at 58.38. But there's really no references to go about, so we just use fib extensions and pivot points. Now, if we don't hold this and we get and we are, we keep seeing a rejection of yesterday's value, then I want to see us take the overnight low and then take the yesterday's low, but I wanna see internal supporting this and move down, right? So if we do, then we will be coming back to lower value, right? You have all these days of previous balance right here, but we have this break, and we gotta see if we can take this area and then come back into where previous value was, right? So I consider the top of this area, like I consider value around this area, 57.35. So I want to see acceptance below this area, below 57.35. So if that's the case, then I could start looking for shorts into this 57.20 high volume node. And then you can see that this is kind of like a double distribution, so be looking probably for this area to fill with volume, but we can see that this is the previous week's high, so there's gonna be some buyers there. So initially I would probably looking for an attempt to bounce here, but if not, then this is the 20-day point of control is down here. So this area would be the target, right? And then in that case, so today's OPEX, and we're gonna have likely extra volatility, and because we had this large move, it wouldn't surprise me if we take this area that we attempt to take this lows, because you gotta think of this as a look above and fail, right? So if you're balancing, accepting prices in this area, then we have a break above, then we come back into it, that's a look above and fail. So then the target becomes the low side of this range. So we could test this area 56.62. Doesn't all necessarily have to happen in one day. but because it's options expirations, it could happen today. I don't think we're gonna get there. I think we are likely gonna find some support in this area in the 57.20, but anything can happen. Especially because this move from yesterday was like mostly happened on the overnight session, and then we just held there. We didn't keep going higher, so it's just a little suspicious to me, but anything could happen. NQ is pretty much same scenario. You can see that same thing, right? Like we held here, we're holding below value, so if we get inside, then look for value area high, and likely this 20,200 level be retested. Yesterday I called it, and we just like literally tagged it and then pulled back from there. So same thing, we still have the gap, the RTH gap here on NQ that didn't get filled yesterday. It got filled on ES but not on NQ. And if we fill it and then trade inside this spike, then look for 19,760, and then below that the 20-day point of control, which is right here, 19,685. Oh, and NQ, if we get above this 200 level, I'm looking for a run up to this area, the 2,350. Okay, let's see. Crude oil. So crude oil, yesterday I was mentioning above this level we would test this 71.20 area, and we did. And now we're trading above this range. So if we get below this range, this area, the 70 and 20 cents, we are likely coming back to here. Holding above it, then the target becomes 72.40, and then the next target above is this area where the 50 moving average is and the 90-day point of control. And gold has reached the target that I've been talking about for a while. I mentioned that 26.39.60. Yesterday we got there, we looked a little bit above it. Now we're coming down, and we're very close to it. So now I'm thinking that now we can start looking for a pullback back to the 26.10 point of control, 26.09. I think that's about it. Today's Friday, so options expiration, so take it easy, manage your risk, and good luck.